It's Cantrell's Countdown to Kickoff. The Cantrell Law Firm is now open in La Follette.
It's the Cantrell Countdown to Kickoff here on the WLAF Dulles Tire Shop Sports Network. Tonight at Cleveland, on the north side of Cleveland, Tennessee, it's the Cougars in playoff round number 1 against the Walker Valley Mustangs. The Mustangs coming in 8-2, Campbell 4-6. Coach Dustin Price, those records don't mean a thing tonight, do they?
No, they don't. You know, when you get in the playoffs, you're a quality team, and you're probably playing a quality opponent. And so, number one, just proud of our program to get to this point. And like you said, you kind of reset it when you get to the playoffs, and you got to be playing at your best. You hopefully those first 10 games have prepared you for this moment to be playing your best. And we had a good week of practice, and we're excited about this opportunity.
Well, unlike Region 3, where Oak Ridge was the clear-cut dominant team to take off the top spot at 4-0, East Hamilton, McMinn County, it's been a toss-up. Walker Valley finally won it last Friday night.
Yeah, you look at that other region, East Hamilton beat Walker Valley, who's playing our number 1 seed, and, we're playing Walker Valley. And so it's, that is a region that's, the parity seems to be a little more than ours was this year, as you said. And but, that means they probably got really good teams and know each other very well. And, McMinn County and Walker Valley, that game could have went either way, and so we've been focused on Walker Valley and what they do well, and maybe some weaknesses that we can find for their team, but they're well coached and they play really hard.
That's one of the things that impresses me about Walker Valley right up top is the fact that their quarterback he can throw the ball and he's mobile.
Yeah, he is. He's a playmaker, very dynamic. He runs it well, runs it hard in the A and B gaps, can get on the edge, and he can extend plays, which can be tough. And he's the punter too, so he'd probably be looking for fake punts and all those things. But you can tell he's the one that makes them go offensively, and really all the players around him. Their coaches have done you can tell their kids are playing hard and they're disciplined in what they're doing.
The Cougars playing some good football here at the end of the season, regular season going into the postseason. Walker Valley much the same. A huge drive, scoring with under 4 minutes to play at Athens on the road, winning over McMinn County. But the defense came back and sealed the game for them Friday night.
Yeah, when you look at that matchup, we played McMinn County last year. They're a very physical football team, physical program. They like to run the football, and Walker Valley pretty much controlled that most of the game. And so they're going to be tough against the run. We know that going into just based on that matchup. And McMinn County's still got a good football team as well. I think like I said, that game could have went either way. But I think Walker Valley's a complete football team. I feel like their field goal kicker made one against McMinn County. I think their kicking game's strong. Then their offense, obviously, with their quarterback, and then defensively, they're just very sound and disciplined in what they do. They play really hard. Their defensive line's quick, but they play aggressive, and so it's going to be a challenge in all 3 phases for us.
Well, of course, Walker Valley is preparing for the Cougars, a team that has a very, very good line. And then, of course, you have to talk about Gavin Owens when you talk Campbell County.
Yeah, Gavin's had a phenomenal year stat-wise, setting some records for our program. And Gavin's a dynamic player, and there's different ways that we can get him the football. I think he had 13 catches against Oak Ridge, and most of those from the running back position. And so that's our job, is try to get him the ball as many times as possible in as many ways as possible. But again, we believe in what we have up front. Like you mentioned, our offensive line has really controlled most of the games that we've played all season long, and we're going to need their best this week. We're going to be able to run the football this late in the year is crucial. And with that, with Hensley and our passing game that continues to improve, I thought, from a completion percentage wise, maybe in our best game against Oak Ridge last week. And I thought our timing was better. I thought our route running continues to improve. And so I think when you can be balanced in your offensive attack, whether I talk about a lot where they give you the run or the pass, to me is what being balanced is. It just makes you tough to defend. And I think offensively, I feel like we have, especially against Oak Ridge and the 2 previous games of that offensively we've been playing at a fairly high level.
Game 11. Certainly the health of a team is always a concern this deep into the season, starting the postseason here tonight. How about the Cougars' health?
We feel pretty good about where we are. Obviously, we may have a few things we got to be concerned with, but I think for the most part that most of the players that are out there have played some football for us and have some experience at that. You know, we knew we coming in, we had some positions that were young this season, but, you know, here we are, Game 11, and so, you know, they've grown up a lot. They've got a lot of experience, and, you know, hopefully by week 11, that's when you want to see these young players start playing like the experience that they have gotten over the year.
Well, of course, the Cougars have grown as the season has gone along. Is there a particular Cougar or Cougars that might possibly have a breakout game tonight that would be much needed for your team?
Well, I think it's more the group, and the one thing I want to talk about would be our defensive unit. You know, I think when you look at the stats this year, it's been tough on us at times. We've had some big stops in games and forced some 3 and outs, but the consistency's not been there. And when you look on that side of the ball, we just some inexperienced players. We've had to move some players around. So I just think, you know, the defensive unit in itself, I think just we've seen it over some games this year, the potential that we do have, and there's no better time than the round one of the playoffs to put it all together.
No question about that. Coach, take us through your Friday. This is the longest road trip you've had in quite a while coming to Cleveland.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit different this week. You know, it's about a 2-hour trip probably on a bus, so we're going to leave school and we're going to stop at Knox Catholic and do a quick little walkthrough, kind of a meeting that we usually do when we get to the opposing team. Maybe do a little bit more on the field, maybe review some special teams, but just a little quick walkthrough at Knox Catholic, then stop and eat in Lenore City, and then head down there. And, you know, the plan is to get to Walker Valley about 4:45 to get everything ready to go. So it's but, you know, I think that's what makes playoff football fun. You know, you get these type of experiences that our players are going to have even this Friday. It's just going to be something they remember forever.
Coach, we wish you well and we wish you fun tonight.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Head coach Dustin Price and his Cougars taking on Walker Valley here on the north side of Cleveland. The Cougars and the Mustangs set to tee it up here in just moments on the WLAF Phillips Tire Shop Sports Network.
It's Cantrell's countdown to kickoff. The Cantrell Law Firm is now open in La Follette.